Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading and see what our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors have to say. We've got the Page of Wands. What else do we have, Spirit? What is the crossing card? We've got the Queen of Wands. Okay. What else do we have going on? What else do we have? Oh, that's too many cards. Okay. These ones I'm not going to take, but the Three of Pentacles did show up. So Three of Pentacles. What's in the recent past? Oh, the Four of Cups in the reverse. And what else do we have for Spirit? Oh, Seven of Swords. Okay. Some liar, cheater, or a thief. We've got the Page of Pentacles. What else do we have? Two of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Two pages and a knight now. What is in the hopes and fears? Two of Swords. And what is the possible outcome for the collective? We've got the Queen of Cups, but she showed up in the reverse. Nine of Swords. Okay, overall energy. Nine of Swords is staying up late at night, worrying. We've got the Eight of Swords right underneath that. So, over-analysis paralysis maybe. Some of you guys are overthinking, overanalyzing. I know with all of the energies that we do have going on right now in the sky, this is definitely a time where people are on edge. I feel like this Queen of Wands, she's in her negative, okay? Because she is the crossing card. She is the challenge. This woman could be somebody who's... it's almost like she wants to implant herself in your head, make you doubt yourself, okay? This could be at work for some of you because we have all these Pentacles cards. We get the Three of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. So this could be definitely somebody at work. Being that we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, that's emotional manipulation even. I don't like these two queens. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like how they're showing up, especially because if the Queen of Wands was here as the crossing card, if we didn't have the Seven of Swords here, which is the liar, cheater, thief, somebody who's trying to get away with something in broad daylight, then the answers would be different. But the fact of the matter is we have the Nine of Swords in the upright position as your overall energy. So whatever this Queen of Wands is doing is creating some type of worry, doubt, and I mean, this Queen of Wands can be more than just one person because we do have multiple people here. This could even be your children because we have the two pages here. And somebody who's wanting to come in and fight and argue with you, okay? It's almost like they want you to question yourself. Question... Are you losing sleep over this situation? I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't be. I feel like the Queen of Wands in the reverse, she's... And this person could just reach out to you out of the blue. And it's just so that she can get into your head. Make you doubt yourself. That's what I'm really getting because of the Nine of Swords. If it wasn't for that Nine of Swords as your overall energy that is literally facing the Seven of Swords, it's like, and then with the Eight of Swords underneath. And then we have that Two of Swords. This is a lot of like being all up in your head. This can be vicious attacks because the Queen of Wands in the reverse, she's somebody who can viciously attack you. But I feel like you need to use it as motivation. Instead of, it's like return to sender is what I'm getting. Return to sender. Maybe for some of you, you need to reach out and get some type of advice. You could, reach out, get some advice. This could be like you going to HR or something like that and talking to them about what you need to do. I don't like this energy, but I just get like this threatening energy. If I didn't have all these wands here, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, that's people. Those are people. These are events, especially with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is an event. It's somebody who's coming in at you. And like I said, it can totally take you off guard because of the sneaky lying behavior. Four of Cups is like missed opportunities in the reverse. In the recent past, stop looking at what you're losing and look at what you're gaining. That's what I want to say with this energy. Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, it's almost like I'm almost getting someone here is just motivated. Like, okay, this is such weird energy, but I'm not surprised because we had that Jupiter in Cancer square Saturn in Aries. And then at the same time, we've got Mars in Leo squaring Uranus and Taurus. So this could be jealousy. This can be emotional manipulation. Not everybody's going to be happy with what you're doing. But I see you're just going to do what you're doing anyway, regardless. You have to continue to persevere regardless of, it's like whenever you're getting ready to climb on top, that's when people try to drag you back down. It's like, you can be really enthusiastic about everything that's going on and you're excited, you're at peace, you're doing, like things to lift yourself up. You have this childlike wonder again, and then all of a sudden somebody comes in and tries to pull the rug right out from underneath you. Don't let them. Don't react. Don't respond. It could hurt, with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. It could hurt, but, honestly, don't match their fire. Don't match their fire, And don't ever allow somebody to live rent-free in your mind that can't afford to pay the rent. Know who you are. Stand on your own 2 feet. Straighten your crown. What is that saying? Fall down 8 times, get up 9. Just keep getting back up and just keep doing what you're doing. Through the doubt, through the worry, through the fear. This can be people who want to, they just want to, create a riot in your life and some type of upheaval and get you to act in your, like, it's almost like, somebody holding a grenade, right? And they know it's a grenade. And they're playing with the pin on the grenade while they got it in the other hand. They're just playing with this pin. And then what they do is they pull the pin. And then what happens when you pull the pin on a grenade? It blows, right? They're hoping that you blow. They're hoping that you act out of character. They're hoping that you are just as childish, because we have the 2 pages here and the 7 of Swords. They're hoping that you're just as childish as they are. And you need to stand in your own power. You need to stand in your love. You need to stand in your highest vibration and not allow anybody to take precedence over that. And not allow yourself to worry or doubt or, fall in or succumb to whatever it is that they're trying to get you to do. You have to become this unwavering level of unfuckwithable, regardless of other people, regardless of what they say, regardless of what they do. Some people, they just don't know any better. Okay. And that's what I'm getting. It's like children. They don't know any better. And you can't teach an adult child new tricks. I'll be honest with you. They are who they are. And, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, she's somebody who wants to tarnish your name. She wants to tarnish who you are. She's like a third party, because the Queen of Wands can always represent a third party. And because we got all these people here, I feel like this is like more than one person. And you got people acting on your behalf. And don't fall into it. Don't succumb to it. It's really funny because this overall energy is you are giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. And they keep making me look over at that card. And, you're a badass. Stand in your power. That's what the queens do. But this is not a queen. This is somebody who is acting in their opposite. This is somebody who is vicious, cruel, mean, malicious. They act like they mean well, but really they're just a scorned child on the inside. They have their own trauma, they have their own bullshit, and they want to project that onto you. Control Alt Delete, return to sender. You know, anytime I have people try to come at me with some fiery bullshit, because that's what this is, fiery bullshit, I just look at them and I'm like, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you that you feel it necessary to come and attack somebody who has nothing to do with you, probably doesn't even know you, you know, and I've been attacked, you know, I get attacked left and right. And I'm just like, okay, that says more about you than it does about me, because I don't succumb to what they're doing. I'll call you out and let you know I see you, but you also have no bearing on my life or what I do. I've been threatened to shut down my business. I've been blackmailed to shut down my business. I got blackmailed yesterday to shut down my business. And that if I don't shut down my business, that certain people in my life won't talk to me anymore. And like, no, I'm helping. I'm actually helping people. And, you know, so I'm not going to give away my power to people who can't see the goodness in what I'm doing because they're not at my level. And the thing is people want to drag you down, and it somehow makes them feel better about themselves, but they're creating their own karma. I got told that I'm doing witchcraft. There's nothing witchcraft about what I'm doing. We all have intuition. We all have psychic abilities. Every single one of us. You can either choose to act in the lower vibrational frequency, which is what this individual did yesterday, or you can, excuse me, do what I did and just laugh, because to me, it's hilarious. And honestly, to me, all it made me want to do is just continue building. And obviously I'm doing something right. And at the end of the day, not everybody's going to like you. And I don't want everybody to like me. I don't care if anybody likes me. My family doesn't even like me. But at the end of the day, I know that what I'm doing is very helpful for other people. And so I'm not going to allow this kind of shit to run wild and spend time in my mind and in my heart, because I know deep down inside who I am and what I have to offer. So the same goes for you guys. That's part of the lessons. And with that Mars in Leo squaring fucking Uranus and Taurus, things can come out of the woodwork. And like, this could be a home situation. You know, you're living at home and, you know, all of a sudden you've got roommates, or, you know, it could even be a significant other. And this individual, like, things just randomly came out. And now you're like, whoa, okay, it's time for me to move, because the original meaning of the Knight of Wands is a home move. So now you're putting out applications, or it could be a job, you know, for some of you, it is a job, you know, and there's, you know, this underlying bullshit that's going on behind the scenes, and you now see it for what it is. This person's no longer sneaking around behind your back. Now it's right out in the forefront. So what are you going to do about it? You know, are you just going to keep your head down and just keep going, you know, and rolling with the punches? Because at the end of the day, it's only taking away from you by doing that, by keeping your mouth shut. Just like, you know, this individual yesterday, I mean, all she is a fucking monster. Somebody who doesn't even know me that called me, like, and just sideswiped me. And I was just like so dumbfounded. But I was like, this says more about you than it does about me. And the fact that I was able to, you know, have couth and still be professional, unlike this individual who's a business owner that, again, I didn't even know. I had no clue that I had a hidden enemy out there somewhere that was recruited to hate me, that knows nothing about me. Like, that has nothing to do with me. That has to do with that individual. So again, turn the mirrors out. So for some of you who are going through these situations where you have people coming out of the woodwork, people that you didn't even know were they're hidden enemies. You know, Virgo is the house of hidden enemies. And I'm a Virgo, you know, and now we have Mars today at the 0 degree mark of Virgo. So you're going to have hidden enemies, you know, people at work, people in your home, people in your environment. It could even be family that's going to come in and sideswipe you some way, somehow. And you're going to have to be ready for that. And I just saw 444 on the clock, which means your angels and guides are protecting you from whatever is trying to come in and penetrate your aura. Don't let it, you know. Don't let it. And for some of you, like for me, I was blindfolded. I didn't even see it. But again, control alt delete. See how she's got her hands over her heart? Like, you're not going to puncture me. Like, I've got my swords. Swords are heavy. She's carrying those heavy swords on her shoulders. And at any point in time, she has free will. She can put those swords down, take the blindfold off, but she has to make a decision of what she's going to do in this situation. So she can sit in this overanalysis paralysis and continue to stay blindfolded and pretend that she didn't even see it, or she can take the blindfold off, see it for exactly what it is, and use it as motivation to move you forward. Don't sit in that whole, oh God, what am I going to do? Somebody hates me. Listen, I learned a long fucking time ago. Like, it used to bother me back in my younger years when people didn't like me. I always wanted to, fix it. Like, what can I do to make you like me? Like, but I realized, like, as I got older, you're gonna make enemies along the way. Even and people, if they're my enemy, they're self-made. Because at the end of the day, for me, I sleep really well at night, knowing that I wasn't a contributor to any of whatever projections they were throwing on me. And I don't want everybody to like me. If everybody likes me, then I'm obviously probably fake. I mean, think about like all these, like Betty White. There's people out there, she's fucking cool as shit, but she had haters. You can be the most pure of heart, like this Queen of Cups up here. She has a pure heart. She wears her heart on her sleeve, you know? But, there will be people who will want to come at you in order for you to question your heart and question your loyalty and question your love. But don't let them. And that's what I'm seeing here, So all of us, many of us, if you're watching this video, have had or are going to have somebody come in and rile you up and want to start a fight with you, because the Knight of Wands, he comes rushing in to start a fight, and being that it's rushing right towards this Queen of Wands here, like, again, don't let it. Don't let it. And don't let this person worry you. Don't let this person get all up in your head. I don't care if it's a male or a female, Women are vicious. Women and people are just fucking mean right now. I put out a reel the other day that was like, people are fucking assholes, man. But you can't control how other people are handling all of this energy. You've got road rage. So be mindful of that, because the Knight of Wands can also be road rage. They're pissed off, so they're going to take it out on, anyone who gets in their way, or you accidentally cut them off, or, you're driving too slow and now they want to attack you. You just have to stay in your highest frequency over whatever is coming at you at this time. So try to stay out of your head. Try to stay in your heart, even though it can be really, really hard sometimes, and people are just, they're playing in their lower vibrational frequency. So, I mean, don't lower yourself to fit in. In fact, raise your standards and stand high above and stay in the frequency of love and stay in the frequency of authenticity. Again, that's the highest vibration over love, is authenticity. And I will continue to be true and authentic to who I am and what I do, and helping people regardless of how that makes other people feel. I don't know why it's like, I don't even know what to say. It was so mind-boggling. But for the next 40 days and 40 nights, I will have to deal with Mars in my sign, and people will want to be aggressive towards me. And that's just, again, it says more about them than it does about me. So for all of you Virgos out there, you're on the chopping block. So make sure that this is much more of a passionate energy. And every single one of us has Virgo in our chart. Do you have a moon or rising in Virgo? Do you have a stellium of planets in Virgo? Or even just one planet in Virgo? Because wherever that is in your chart, that's where you're going to get hit. So you can either take this and turn this into passion and motivation, or you can take this energy and be just as aggressive as the people who want to come at you with their swords and with their wands and wanting to beat you over the head because they're not happy in their own life. Don't let them. Don't succumb to the energy. That's exactly what they want. They want you to lower yourself to their level. Don't give it to them. I'm going to leave that there, you guys, subject to interpretation. If this reading resonates, please comment. Let me know how this reading resonates with you and your story. Like this video, comment, share. I do appreciate the likes that I've been getting. So if you are here, give it a thumbs up, send me an emoji, hit that share button, and interact with my channel, and it will keep it going. Anyway, you guys, I love you all so much. If you're interested in a personal reading, thefootstepstopeace.com. And right now would be the perfect time with all the planets shifting into different homes. So, and if you're not signed up for my newsletter on my website, go over and sign up for that, because I send out exclusive content that I don't share anywhere else. Anyway, you guys, I love you all so much. Take care.